Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel Programming with Gautam. So today I'll be showing you how to work with MongoDB database in Python program. So before that we have to download MongoDB software. So for that we have to go to mongodb.com. After we go to mongodb.com, we have to go to software, then community server here. After we have gone into the community server, it will automatically show you the version like this. So which current version, if it is for Windows, or which operating system do you want it. Then after that, what type of package you want. So this is the Microsoft software installer. So just click on download and it will download the software for you here. So just click on keep here and it will download it for you. So now I'm pressing discard because it's already downloaded on my system. You can see it here. Okay. So after you download it, you just have to click on install and just click next. Okay. So this is how the MongoDB looks like when you open it. So it takes around 10 to 15 seconds to open, guys. You need not panic. It is somewhat slow here. Okay. So after we have downloaded MongoDB, we have to install pymongo in command prompt. So I'll write the command pip install pymongo. So this command will install the MongoDB for the Python, how to use it. So since it's already installed on my system, it's showing as requirement already satisfied. Now I'll go back to PyCharm here, and this is the file that I've created. So this is the file that I've created called as mongo.py. So this is the file that I've created called as mongo.py here. So now I'll import pymongo from Mongo client, from pymongo import Mongo client. Okay. After importing Mongo client, I'll create a variable called as c equals to Mongo client with the so this is nothing but this is the server address, guys. As you can see, it is localhost is to 27017. So when I click on connect, this is the database that we have here. So here you can see, guys, this is the local host followed by the port address. So this is the system IP address followed by the port address. Okay. So now I'll just give the local host is to the default port address is 27017 for MongoDB here. After that, we'll create a database called as db equals to c dot student. We'll give student data here. Okay. After that, db dot students dot insert underscore 1. Okay. After that, we are inserting into that particular database, that is the student data database here. So here we'll give the ID as 101, comma, name, double quotes with J, and we'll give the age. We'll give the age as 28 here. Course Python followed by a colon here. Okay, this is all we are giving for a student, guys. Okay, so when I run this particular program, you can see in this particular thing, when I refreshing, the student data table does not exist here. So when I go back and then run this program, it is just showing process finished with exit code 0. When I come back here and then I refresh it, you can see you can find a table called as student data here. And in this, there is a collection called as students. And in the students, we have this particular student data. That is the ID, Vijay, and 28 Python here. So this is the JSON format, guys. And this is the table format. So this is the regular format that we have given. So by default, this is the ID number that is automatically taken here. So how to override this? So when I just try to insert this again, it will be inserted again. You can see when I come here and refresh this thing, it is again available here. So when I'll just delete this fields, guys. So if I don't want the default ID number there, I just give underscore and ID number here, and I just run this particular program. You can see when I refresh it, it is not taking the default ID number there. It is by default taking this as the default ID. When I try to run this program again, it will give us an error there. It will give us an error duplicate key error. Okay, guys. So because we are not able to enter the duplicate key. So we can also take input from the user and pass it here, guys. We can take it input from the user multiple times and pass it here as well. Okay, guys. So hope you have understood, guys. If you have understood, please like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel Programming with Gautam. Thank you.